Williams' definition of Maple Leaf Muscle, and I need you to subscribe to Andre Colville on YouTube.
We got the hardcore legend, an icon in this industry, none other than Mick Foley.
DDP better put some damn clothes on or I'll whoop his ass. And that's the bottom line, cause Stone Cold said so.
AKA formerly Brodus Clay the Funkasaurus, and you do know that.
Now let's do that. We'll see you at the matches.
Ladies and gentlemen, YouTube subscribers, One Wrestling fans tuning in worldwide. My name's Andre Corbeil. I'm your official Impact Wrestling, OneWrestling.com reporter, here each and every week as Impact goes off the air Wednesday nights at the home of the legend, the icon, the one and only Bill Apter. So wrestling fans, it's October 1st, it's 2014, so what time is it? It's got to be time for your TNA Impact One Wrestling, Andre Corbeil report here, as TNA comes to us from Bethlehem, PA, as the questionable road to Bound for Glory continues on. And I gotta ask, where has the build been like there was tonight, TNA? As every segment, as every match, all had Wrestling 101 builds on the line here. But I'm gonna digress. Now, we start off the show with the It Factor Bobby Roode's arrival at the arena, as he basically says in a nutshell that he has some things to share and get off his chest tonight with everyone. We then pan into the in-ring arrival of last week's winner of the New York Gold Rush contest tournament, Austin Aries, the greatest man who ever lived, who earned the option to cash in for any title, anytime, anywhere, any place basically, as he goes to run through the titles and the championship holders. Now he gets cut off by the X Division champion, Samoa Joe, who comes out and claims that he's the fighting champ, the one that represents everything that is right within TNA, and he's the champ to fight tonight. Now Aries cuts him off and says, I wasn't finished talking yet, but I'm fine with that. So there you have it, fans. Samoa Joe versus Austin Aries for the title, right off the bat, right out of the gate, as TNA delivered, and so did these two men. Yeah, two of the best wrestlers anywhere, worldwide. As strength and brutality took on precision and speed here. Now, both men looked great, but I have to give Austin Aries the slight edge in offense here and physicality, as we got last chanceries, we got a missile drop kicks, we got suicide dives, and even a few brainbuster attempts, and one that got off. Yeah, but Samoa Joe kicked out, and just moments before that, yeah, he ended up hitting the coquina clutch. Well, moments after that, he hit the coquina clutch, leading to the tap-out victory as Samoa Joe retains his title and caps off a great X Division match, a great opener, like I said, a main event anywhere worldwide. Now we roll into Rockstar Spud confronting EC3 backstage to patch things up, but all EC3 basically had to say here was, do your damn job and just follow me to the ring, as Ethan heads out to the ring and he denies that they're even friends at all. He says he doesn't fit in with his 1% circle, and he goes furthermore to belittle the little rock star from top to bottom, basically teasing a Spud face turn here, as Ethan blames him for Aunt Dixie's demise and calls him a failure in a nutshell. Now, Ethan slaps him, all to have EY, yes, Eric Young, hit the ring, and I gotta say, everybody, does anyone remember Bobby Roode and EY, when EY, way back in the day, for Team Canada, was Bobby Roode's lackey? Yeah, back in the day, great old storyline. I really enjoyed it from back then, but I digress. Eric accepts credit for Dixie's demise, as EC3 politely asks him to leave, but EY cuts him off and says, I'm not here for you, I'm here for Spud. Furthermore, he goes on and he makes light to the reference of the Bobby Roode, Eric Young situation that I was just talking about, and he tells Spud that he's got to listen to the fans. He's got to stand up, and he's got to hit Ethan. But Spud hesitates here, ultimately leading to an impromptu match. Yeah, that saw Eric Young school the young Carter early on, but Ethan basically broke out the offense midway through the match, as EC3 wore down Eric with a basic but effective offense here, as the fans broke out the chant, you can't wrestle, you can't wrestle. As a somewhat supportive Rockstar, Spud cheered from the outside of the ring throughout this whole contest here, and he even helped Ethan Carter at 2 points within the match. One, draping his leg over the rope during a pinning predicament, And long story short, as soon as Eric Young was set, poised, and propped to hit off that pile driver finisher and put the young Ethan Carter away, what do we get? Rockstar spud on the apron, and it was just enough of an opening for Ethan Carter to hit him in the yam bag, low blow him. We get a low blow followed by the 1%er. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. And he gets a win over the former TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Very impressive. And the Spud Carter saga will continue, everybody. We then roll into what looks like to be TNA's newest tag team, as Anderson and Chris Melendez both basically decide to seek out MVP and Kenny King for redemption. Retribution. To be continued, of course. So we roll into our Knockouts Championship match as Havok blindsides Gail Kim right out of the gate before the match even started, as the woman I want to be Knockouts Champion basically injures Gail really bad here. Now, she basically rammed her shoulder while in a hammerlock position and smashed her into the ring post with lots of aggression, I must say. Now, this was followed by a sick bear hug bomb, and I can't even remember Kong manhandling Gail on this level. Comment below, let me know if you agree with that statement. As Gail was whisked to the back to seek medical attention here with either a separated or a broken shoulder. So the saga will continue, wrestling fans. The saga will continue. We then had the champs, yes, the tag team champions, the Wolves, who come out and cut a promo basically surrounding this tag team series that has been absolutely great and their legacy. As Davey was cut off before announcing the actual stipulation choice in the final match here by Team 3D, who gives them basically a cup of reality here by saying, hey, you guys are good, but we're great. And we're going to pick the stipulation, as Bully was kind of getting a little bit like a bully here. Now, cue in the Hardys, who come in, basically point out that Bully and Devon are being bullies, and they kindly ask the Wolves to step aside and let the Icons settle this. Now, this got Davey Richards upset, as he says that, hey, you guys were great, but the next 20 years are ours. And when you have 6 egos this large in the ring, you only get one thing. Yes, you get mayhem. Now, Kurt Angle comes out and says enough of this and orders the chosen stipulation to be chosen. And what does it end up being, everybody? Exactly that. Mayhem. Full Metal Mayhem. And for those of y'all that are tuning in and don't know what that is, in a nutshell, it's a TLC match. Now, Ken Anderson and Chris Melendez basically backstage fine MVP and Kenny King, leading to MVP versus Ken Anderson tonight. Now, we roll on with confirmation of Gail's injury. Yes, it's a separated shoulder. And against doctor's orders, she tells Kurt Angle that no matter what, no matter how, she wants Havok tonight. And I absolutely loved how TNA stalled this tonight. Sometimes it's needed for extra build, and we got it here, but Andre Corbeil is going to digress. As James Storm comes out next, yes, and unleashes the new and improved Manik against the returning Shark Boy. Yeah, give me a shower, yeah. Who was seriously out of shape here, and it showed, wrestling fans. As the Ferrari that is TJ Perkins picks up the fish, and he picks him apart for an easy feast here, as Manik squashes him for the 1, for the 2, and for the 3 via frog splash a la Guerrero. As the great Sanada joins them in celebration in the ring, and yeah, the Revolution. What do? They stand tall in the ring for all to see. We then roll into some 2015 dates pertaining and relating to the Maximum Impact UK Tour, and for the ones that are wondering about TNA and their future, or 2015 for that matter, there you have it. We then roll into Anderson versus MVP, and I gotta say, Ken Anderson looked good early on here until it went outside of the ring, where MVP basically egged Melendez on to hit him, but Chris didn't. Then MVP had the driver's seat when the action took place back in the ring for quite a while, but Anderson, yeah, he had, what did he hit again? I think it was a float over. Comment below, let me know if he hit the float over. I think it was a float over, but I digress. MVP in a nutshell kicked out anyway. So Anderson goes for the mic check, but Kenny King jumps on the apron, all to be stopped by Chris Melendez, but it was just enough for a momentary distraction that caused Anderson, yeah, to get rolled up. Handful of tights, equaling a 1, a 2, and a 3 for MVP. Now, this was a match that wasn't bad at all, and I expect a tag match somewhere down the line in the future with this feud. We then roll into Bobby Roode in-wing promo about the TNA title. Now, he asked Bobby Lashley down to the ring, and Bobby came out with his crew in tow, as Roode basically admits in a nutshell that Lashley is indeed the most dominant champ in company history, and he also adds in that Bobby Roode's the longest reigning world champion of all time in TNA. Now, he talks about going over their little match on tape back home over and over and over, and the moment in the match where Bobby Lashley hit him with the spear. He then claims that he saw that he struck fear in Bobby Lashley's eyes, and basically in a nutshell asks the champ for one more shot, one more shot, one more shot. Yeah, well, it looked like the champ was gladly going to accept, because he don't dog nobody. All I have, MVP, cut the progression right off. Yes, Bobby Lashley was going to shake Bobby Roode's hand, but it never happened. So, hey, I think this is great as well, and just like the Jessica Havok and Gail Kim thing, I think this is a great way to build up Lashley and Roode too. Yeah, build them up some more, TNA. Good job, good job, good job. We then roll in with our Knockouts main event championship match. Yes, I said it, wrestling fans. Our Knockouts main event match, as a one-arm Gail Kim fought with as much heart as anyone could display, as Havok zoned right in on Gail's injured wing with submission attempts and that repeated hammerlock smash on the shoulder. Now, like I said, Gail had the heart, the passion, but that only counts in most Hallmark greeting cards, as Gail Kim gets the John Cena-ish presentation here, as she fights back. Now, she gets a ring post Canadian figure 4 lock on the outside of the ring, but you can only hold that to a count of 5. Now, when the action got back in the ring, she attempted a few eat-defeat attempts to no avail, as what? The bear hug bomb. Yeah, the same bear hug bomb that injured her in the first place was delivered, followed by a stiff choke slam, and a 1, a 2, and a 3 pin. Yes, and your new TNA Knockouts champion is the dominant one, Jessica Havok. Now, I think Mike Tenay and Taz said it best here. The Knockouts division has literally been turned upside down, and the bottom line, the fact of the matter is, we paneled a really, really great storyline-ridden show that had lots of solid match action as well. Now, TNA, where was this build? Where has it been? Rolling into your biggest pay-per-view of the year in Tokyo, Japan on October 12, 2014, coming up. Now, I'm not too excited about Bound for Glory this year, but I'm going to support the company, and yes, on that TV right there behind that beautiful NWA Championship, I am going to get the pay-per-view when it happens from Tokyo, Japan. Now, comment below, let me know what you thought of tonight's show, Impact Wrestling from Bethlehem, PA, and let me know if you thought the same as I. Now, you know the score. You can follow me at Andre_Corbeil, at Can-Am Wrestling, where you can follow Big Ray and I. Follow Big Ray at Big Ray's Show, After One Wrestling, the legend, the icon, and last but not least, you got Billy Schuyler at You Got the Show, and One Wrestling. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, go over to my main Andre Corbeil YouTube channel, and check out the Can-Am Wrestling Show with the phenomenal one, bam, AJ Styles. Yeah, 100 minutes of AJ Styles with Andre Corbeil, with Big Ray, with OneWrestling.com reporters, knowledgeable and passionate for you. The phenomenal one, bam, AJ Styles. That's right.
This is Petey Williams' definition of definition, the Make Believe Muscle, and I need you to subscribe to Andre Corbeil on YouTube.
We got the hardcore legend, an icon in this industry, none other than Mick Foley.
DDP better put some damn clothes on or I'll whoop his ass. And that's the bottom line, cause Stone Cold said so.
AKA formerly Brodus Clay the Funkasaurus, and you do know that.
Now let's do that. We'll see you at the matches.